Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Welcome in, everyone. Well, it is kind of hard to see the sun go down, although it looks gorgeous out there right now. It has been such a nice day as temperatures were in the upper 60s in many locations down near the Mississippi border. Now, not all of us saw those temperatures. We'll just stay here just a moment. That's a beautiful view. As you can see, everybody's back out and about here in Savannah. You got the beautiful colors of the sunset. Yes, I think when we came on at 5 o'clock, we were looking at temperatures it was 61 degrees. But we have been dropping quickly. We're back down to 54 right now, and those winds are still quite much up there. It's quite breezy out there, 17-mile-per-hour winds out of the north and west. So it's time to get the jackets back out. I know, but boy, wasn't it a lovely day. If we could have just got rid of some of that wind, that would have been almost picture perfect for this time of the year. Memphis, traffic's been like crazy. Everybody's been cooped up for 2 weeks. They're ready to get out. And schools have been closed till the end of the week, a lot of the schools here and there. So I know a lot of people glad to be able to get out and not freeze to death right now. 57, we've still got those north winds at about 9 miles per hour here in Memphis. Kenton, one of our newest sites that we put on, and we've added about 4 camera sites that you'll be seeing. You'll be like, hey, I didn't see that one last time, but you'll see it in the regular programming. And also we'll be showing some of those here live and on the broadcast. But we're now at 45, and Kenton, the further north you've gone towards the Kentucky-Tennessee line, it's certainly been a lot cooler here. We didn't all get the 60s. Some of us didn't even get the lower to mid 50s today, but we're currently at 45 here. We're 5 o'clock, I think we're about 54 when I came on. Wind still out of the northeast at about 9 miles per hour. And we'll take a look at Paris right here, kind of in the valley. A lot of look at that, lots of traffic. You can see a lot of people kind of stirring after this looked like the Arctic tundra here over the last couple of weeks. But 45, so you'll need a jacket. Northwest winds at about 9 miles per hour. Temperatures across the board. So we had 65 about 4 o'clock here in Memphis, now at 57. We're now at 50 in Summerville, 50 in Alamo. You go further to the north and east, close to that little cold front that's been pushing through, bringing us all those winds. Well, it's certainly a little cooler here. Camden at 45, Troy coming in at 46, and we've got 46 in Union City as well. All right, let's take a look at those winds. They've pretty much predominantly been out of the north to northwest, and they still could gust up to around 20 miles per hour this evening. So just be aware of that. You know, if you're heading out this evening, it's not going to feel as comfortable as it did earlier today. But check out these temperatures. You know, I was promising that this warm air would start to lift towards West Tennessee, and it certainly has. We're at 81 degrees in Dallas, 75 in Houston, back out to the desert southwest where we've seen 81 in Phoenix, Arizona, a lot of 70s, a lot of 60s, a lot of 80s, and all of that air is kind of slowly pushing our way. We'll show you that on the surface map here in a moment. We've got a really friendly warm front that's going to be coming our way for the weekend. And we have continued to see some light areas of snow here across the northeast as a little clipper front has came through. They generally don't hold a lot of moisture, but they can, you know, kind of stir the winds, and they can bring some colder drops in temperatures for the short duration. Well, that is about to be moving off the east coast, but it will cause a little bit more snow flurry to light snow showers along the east coast through tonight. Here's what I wanted to show you, so we get that on by here. What is that going to do for us? It's going to make for a cooler day on Saturday, so we're not going to have those, you know, upper 50s and mid 60s across the land. Tomorrow will be low 40s for highs, but we got this warm front and all that warm air surging in just in time for Sunday, and that is going to make for a very nice day, and it won't be as windy as it was today. Futurecast just showing a few snow showers to snow flurries in the eastern parts. We're not going to have any precipitation here over the weekend. Overnight tonight will be the upper 20s here, scattered about to about just under freezing in our southern counties. So it'll be another cold morning, much like this morning, but it won't be quite as windy as it was this morning. Hourly forecast shows us dropping down to around freezing by the time we get to about 4 a.m. and then we just continue on that little pattern right there around sunrise at about 28 to 30 degrees across the board. All right, let's take a look at the coffee cast. You better have a piping hot beverage if you're going to be out on the porch at about 6 a.m. because it will be about 30 degrees. Lowest will go to about 29 in the Jackson and Medina area. That'll be about 8 a.m. and then we'll start our climb back into the low 40s. Weekend forecast, I think we'll top out about 44 for Saturday. The northeast winds about 5 miles per hour. But check out Sunday. Some of us will hit 60, especially south of I-40 on Sunday, and those south winds only about 5, at the max about 10 miles per hour. So that's going to be certainly something I know we've been looking forward to. Finally, a nice dry weekend where we can kind of get back out and enjoy life again. So we hit 60. Most of us hit 60 today, but some of us didn't quite make it there. To the north, we'll be down as low as 28 overnight tonight. 44 for the high, but a beautiful day for Saturday. Back up close to 60 on Sunday. Close to, let's just bunny hop over here to 70. Some of us will hit 70 on Monday under a mostly sunny sky. A few clouds and showers come in late Tuesday. But I think we'll get most of our Tuesday in the dry before the rain comes in late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, again, if you've been seeing those social media posts promising a big blizzard towards the end of the week or into next week, I'm not seeing that. Also, I'm not seeing severe weather. I've seen some of those too, but right now we've thoroughly looked. It's mainly looking like just some rain with the end of the week coming up down the road. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll see you back at 10 for another update.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.